back at you again in Nashville, Tennessee, the hippest spot in the universe. And I have somebody here I didn't expect to see. I never knew him before, but I knew who he was, and I certainly knew who his dad was. Tito Puente Jr., no less.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet
Muchas gracias, y'all. We say in Nashville.
We're in the South.
We're in the South. That's right. That's right.
Well, it's my honor to meet you. I was telling you what I thought of your dad. I heard him play on more than one occasion, and a pioneer and a true legend, and you're keeping the faith.
I can give you a real brief synopsis on Tito Puente. He was one of the pioneers of mambo and Afro-Cuban Latin music. Seven-time Grammy Award winner, 14 nominations, 186 albums to his credit.
Oh.
Probably the most recorded Latin percussionist ever. You can, of course, see him in all kinds of movies. Mambo King, Sesame Street, Who Shot Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. Tito Puente was just a force to be reckoned with. Passed away 24 years ago. And I keep his name, his tradition alive here at the Music City Drum Show.
Where is your family from?
We're from New York. You can't tell
No,
me.
I meant the Latin.
The Latin side. We are of Puerto Rican descent.
Okay.
And born in Spanish Harlem. Tito Puente was born in 1923. His name is Ernest Anthony Puente Jr.
Okay.
And Tito Puente comes from my grandmother, his mother. She used to call in the streets of New York, Ernestito, Ernestito.
Oh.
And he got the nickname Tito.
That's a good story.
Yeah, and of course he was a prolific and incredible marimba player, vibraphone player. He played 13 different instruments, including the saxophone and piano. And he was also a bugler in the United States Navy.
No shit.
Yeah.
And he sang, too.
Yeah, he did a lot. Worked a lot with Celia Cruz, of course, the queen of Latin music. And it's incredible to see how many people still, after all these years, remember Tito Puente.
Oh, absolutely. Now, are you a drummer as well?
Yes. I originally started on the trap kit. And my father used to bought me a drum set, and he didn't like rock music. He was into jazz.
Right.
And he would come in, I'd play some heavy metal in the garage, and he'd be like, hey, you're off beat. He used to F with me all the time. But,
well, he's probably right if you were a kid, and Tito said it.
I traveled with him around the world towards the end of his life in the late 1990s. He passed away in 2000, setting up his drums and learning more about Afro-Cuban music. Thus, that's what I've been doing for 24 years, is connecting the new generation to Afro-Cuban music and learning more about Tito Puente and the history.
That's beautiful. Good for you. And there's so much to learn in that genre. I mean, it's minimizing it just to call it a genre, because there's so many.
So many great percussion players. The great, of course, Mongo Santa Maria. You're looking at Ray Barretto. There's so many great percussion players from the Fania era. Nicky, all those great percussion players. Mark Quiñones, Bobby Allende, the ones that are here today, were influenced by Tito Puente.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A real mentor to a lot of people, and a real spokesman for him.
The Machito Orchestra had my father playing back in 1938, 37. He must have been about 19 years old. And Machito had him in the band, and he played so good. He said, we have to put the little Ernie guy in the front. Put him in the front of the band because he down good.
Well, that's where he belongs.
Yeah.
That's where he
Tito
belongs.
Puente was one of the first percussion players to be put in front of the orchestra.
Right.
Drummers were always in the back. There you go.
Show him your tat.
Yeah, I got a little tattoo here.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, I got a little tattoo of my father here. I keep him close to my heart. Everybody says I look like him a little bit, just without the white hair. I'm the youngest of three. I have a brother named Ronnie, my sister Audrey, who's a meteorologist in New York, and then myself, and then I have my son, who's Tito Puente Jr. the third.
Beautiful.
And
how old is he now?
He's 16, and then what you're going to ask, what does he play? I tell everybody, he plays Fortnite. Plays video games.
Yeah, well, he's 14.
Yeah, you know.
He's so where do you live?
I live in South Florida. I'm originally from New York, Spanish Harlem, and now I've moved to South Florida with the kids. And
where in South Florida?
I live in Fort Lauderdale area,
okay, yeah,
out in Miramar, where the alligators are at.
Right. I was a kid in Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah.
And I went to University of Miami for a year.
No way. I'm right down the street. Love it there.
Yeah, I love it.
It's really the center for me to travel to South America, of course, promoting to Puerto Rico, Afro-Cuban music. Miami's really the hub of that.
So you have an online portal presence?
Yes.
For you?
Sure. Follow me on social media, at Tito Puente Jr. on Instagram, Facebook, X, they call it now, Twitter, and I have a TikTok page too. Good. And you can see all the concert dates. We're doing a big show in Puerto Rico this coming week. It'll be on Univision. Tribute to Fania Records with La India, Oscar de Leon, Tony Zucker will be with me, a great timbale player from Peru. Yeah, so that's going to be on TV on this Thursday. And then we keep the tour going with Jose Feliciano the following week. And just, you can see all the tour dates and everything on, I have a YouTube channel too, so check that out. YouTube.com/Tito Puente Jr. Cool exclusive content of a documentary series we're doing on my father. If you notice that there hasn't been a really good documentary on Tito Puente, and thus we're going to look at a biopic for 2025.
My honor to meet you, Tito.
Pleasure meeting you.
Keep the faith.
Keep drumming.
Your father's legacy's in good hands with you.
Muchas gracias, y'all.